Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Life After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 50, the finale.
Listen here. It feels like the finale, but we know it's not because we know next week it starts all over again.
Love during Lockup.
I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment. Y'all know we gonna be here. You ready, Blair?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
We start with Tennie and Rob. Rob's mom is yelling, crying, going off.
Mm-hmm.
She is talking about how she did everything for him, and this is a betrayal to her.
Okay.
Tennie says that no one was there when he was in jail. Now all of a sudden they want to have a say of where he is and what he's doing and where he's spending his time.
Mm-hmm.
So his mom ended up coming back to the table, and Rob says, you come to me, but why not answer the phone calls? He calls to check on her.
Mm-hmm.
He calls other family members to check on her. But she talks about how she doesn't like bringing the ugly side out of her, but this is the start.
Mm-hmm.
Rob tells her that time is short and we need to get good. How can we get somewhere if you're lashing out on me every other week?
Yeah.
He wants to try to fix the issues with her, and he tells her, if there's something I've done to you, just tell me so we can fix it. He's been busy with work and his family, and he is just trying to balance out his time.
Yeah.
The mom tells him, look, that's just being a man. You're just going to have to figure it out. Tennie ends up coming back to the house and asks Rob, you didn't think to tell me she was coming by?
Uh-oh. What are your thoughts?
I'm not done yet. You want to stop there?
Yeah.
Okay. Thoughts so far... I get that that's Rob's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to have a relationship with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Meet up with her at the park.
Wow.
I wouldn't even say a restaurant because the lady going to be flipping tables and spilling water, and then you get banned from a restaurant in the city y'all in.
I ain't gonna hold you.
So take her outside, have a conversation at a park.
There was outside.
On a trail, but not near the house around the kids.
Oh, okay.
So... if Rob wants to deal with his unstable mother, that's up to him, but don't have her around the family. So
yeah, I just don't know what her problem is. Literally, I literally don't know why Tennie wasn't even there this time, so we got no reason why she banging the table and going inside crying.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So it's we know what she want because she was crashing out when they had their one-on-one with Tennie.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? When it was love during or something like that. And when Tennie was like, you know what, I'm leaving, and I was like, wait, can I have some money?
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So you a crash out, turn cash out.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I think she feels like she could treat Rob any type of way because if you remember earlier in the season, Rob said, I'm not making the same type of money anymore. Mm-hmm. So her relationship to Rob is strictly transactional. Exactly. It has nothing to do with real relationship. And if that's the case, I'm with Blair. We're not meeting up at the house. Actually, I'm about to take these kids to this water park. You can meet us at the water park. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. One thing that the mom does say is that she might need a little funds, and that's why she had 5 kids. Clearly, that's all she cares about.
Of course.
Rob apologizes to the kids for his mom's outburst. Mm-hmm. He didn't see an issue with his mom coming, but he tells Tennie that he did have her back. Tennie said that she did not put hands on her first. It's not in her character.
They kept showing the flashback. And listen here, I see some people in the comments. Y'all are trying to debate me on this, right? Mm-hmm. And listen here, I'm not trying to say y'all wrong. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to say I'm right. You get what I'm saying? All I'm going to say is, did Tennie put her hands technically on the mother first? Yes. But Tennie did not start the altercation. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what I mean, right? Maybe Tennie put her hands on her because you know how the mother was like, I want my son back, right? Mm-hmm. That it's very aggressive. Get out my face.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And in that moment, maybe I saw it as, the mother was the one that actually swung to hit, right? Tennie put the hand on her to push her out of her face, get out my face like this. You get what I'm saying? And I understand this. Let me give y'all respect. People want to put Tennie in a daughter respect mother type of role. Mm-hmm. Hey, Tennie, your role as the wife is to respect this man's mother, so you should be the one to apologize. But my whole thing is, okay, Tennie wasn't at the house that we just saw a couple scenes ago. And we saw her crashing out by herself. She don't need a duo to crash out. Mm-hmm. So, Blair, do you feel like Tennie should apologize first?
Honestly, no.
Really?
And I do agree with y'all that are saying Tennie put her hands on the mom
She
first.
did.
She absolutely did put her hands on the mom first. The mom's energy, she came in with a stank attitude.
She did.
Tennie tried to walk away. The mom walked up behind her when Tennie turned around and was saying, like, what is your issue with me? She walked up on her, yelled and screamed in her face. To me, I think it was just what do you call it? Like a reaction.
Reflex.
A reflex of just like get away from me,
yeah.
you know? And I understand that's not an excuse to put your hands on people, but I really don't think Tennie was intending to fight the lady by like pushing her away.
Yeah.
But I still think that, yes, Tennie shouldn't have put her hands on the lady, but that lady is unreal.
And look, and
So,
and guess what? They go get you in the comments for saying that Tennie. They go get you in the comments for saying the mother did not walk up on Tennie. Because the mother did not walk up on Tennie. So let me correct you right here. The mother said something to Tennie and Tennie turned back around and said, "What's your problem with me?"
Yeah.
Right? I ain't got no problem with you.
But she was standing up and Rob had to get in between them.
Yeah, because Tennie came back.
Yeah.
Tennie walked away.
Yeah, she came back.
And she came back to get in the mother's face like, "What's your problem with me?" Right? And then that's when the mother stood up in her face and got closer and was like, "I ain't got a problem with you. I really don't want my son back." But she was like this close to her face.
Yeah.
So Tennie kind of mushed her back to like get out my face. And then that's when the mother officially threw the swing. Okay. So at the end of the day, I feel like Tennie shouldn't have to apologize for it. I don't care. Like no. We are not going to use Tennie's. Because everybody's saying Tennie ain't no angel either. What do that got to do with anything? Okay, we both devils. Now, guess what? You got to apologize first. And I don't think I think both was wrong, but I don't think Tennie was so wrong that she has to apologize first. No.
Yeah. Tennie tells him he can have a relationship with his mom, but don't force her to have one.
Wow.
Rob says that he will go see his mom, then if she can't come over. And Tennie was like, that sounds great. Go see your mom. He takes some accountability. He was a little bit confused as he was saying it. It didn't sound like he was standing on it fully. Oh, no. He said, "I'm sorry for inviting my mom to my house."
Yeah. He was very like taken aback.
Yes.
You know?
And he says, what if she's willing to take accountability? At this point, Tennie says no. Once she shows that she can have a steady relationship with Rob, her own son, her own blood, then we can discuss her having a relationship with Tennie and the kids.
I agree. Right? I agree 100% that Rob is nicer than me. Because forget you having a relationship by yourself with your mama. I'm not talking to my mom if my mama acting like this. Like, because in this situation, mama's acting like we dating as if we married. I want my son back. Get back my son back. You know what I mean? Well, guess what? I'm about to put you on ice. I'm about to put you on timeout. You know? And I ain't got no money for you anyway, so there's no point of us even having a relationship, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I feel like Tennie was right in this situation. Like, you should at least told me that your mama was coming. Rob basically was like, that was my whole point of you trying to get this job so you could be out the house, so I got to come through. But I feel like Rob's intention, I don't want to say it was pure, because he knew he wasn't going to tell Tennie. He straight didn't tell Tennie on purpose. I think him wanting a relationship with his mother may be the purest part, but how he went about it, he knew he was sneaking around.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, moving on to Bianca and Daniel.
Yeah, let's get them out the way.
They go on a date to just kind of Japanese style garden and take a walk. She wants to get on the same page with him, and she worries that he regrets asking her to marry him. I don't think she need to worry. I think she need to know that's how he feels.
Yeah.
So she asks him, what is the relationship? Daniel wishes that he would have waited, and now it feels like he's not following through.
Yeah.
But a lot is holding him back when it comes to marrying her.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny how he described it, that, I just got a job. We don't have secure housing. I don't have any savings. I don't have a driver's license. And why would I want to bring you into that?
Mind you, he proposed to her while he was in prison.
Yes.
So he ain't have none of that while he was in prison. And now it matters now.
And she moved from Florida all the way to Arizona. Gave up her whole life. I don't think she was doing much out there.
She wasn't doing nothing.
But she tells him, you already brought me into this mess. Yep. So why don't we just make an official commitment to each other? Yeah. Because she's committed to him.
Listen, I ain't hating on her.
He pulls out the promise ring.
Oh, man. Engagement ring turned promise ring.
She accepts the promise ring. And he's like, okay, we're going to put it on your right hand.
He won't even let you wear it on like your ring finger.
And the diamond, the real engagement ring will go on the ring finger. So she asks him, so what are we? And he says, we're still boyfriend and girlfriend.
Wow.
And he's committed to her. She feels like this is a shut up ring. She says, as long as this is a ring to promise to propose. And he says, no, that's not what this is.
No.
It's a promise that I will go to work.
Yes.
I will bring home money and I will contribute when I can.
What's the promise, Daniel? Literally, what's the promise?
Exactly.
And truth be told, what happened was he was talking to this girl, getting his rocks off with this girl inside the prison walls. And then once he got out, he realized that he was with a demon. Yeah. Right? And now he's scared for his life. What he's doing is just buying time. He's buying time for him to get himself right. She's going to fund his life and things like that, make sure he has a place to stay. But he go buy enough time for him to get himself together, and he's going to leave and disappear from her. That's what I think will happen.
Yeah, and the thing is, Daniel was wrong for having this girl uproot herself, spend all this money for him to not be as committed as he said he was. Because I do believe he's playing her. But at the end of the day, she is evil.
Yeah, I don't like her.
So
I don't have no sympathy for her.
Yeah, so I'm over both of them, to be honest. Moving on to Troy and Z.
Oh my goodness, I'm over both of these people right here, boy.
For real. Baby Troy was not in the car.
No.
Troy and Z are getting ready to leave.
He crashing out because he's like, yo, don't play with my daughter. Where's my daughter? Like, why did I leave my daughter behind? Whoa, wait a minute. You left your daughter behind. Keep going.
Z says that Troy has to see his daughter. How's Giannis acting? It doesn't seem like she wants him to.
Yeah.
And she tells him, look, you got to have this conversation with her and tell her you want to see your child.
Yeah.
Yana tells him point blank, she's not trusting the baby to come to Syracuse anymore. If you want to see her, you come to Buffalo. And he's upset talking about, she don't want me to see my kid. She don't want me to see my kid.
No, you got to come to Buffalo.
Exactly. And I think that's how it should have been in the first place anyway. Why you got this baby running up and down the road or on the train
with your mama,
with her grandmother? Like, that's crazy.
Yo, hi mama at that.
Exactly. And then Z wants to talk about, oh, she don't want you to see your kids. Z, why were y'all not at the train station to pick the baby up? Because y'all was doing everything but going to pick the baby up, going to Staples and all this type of stuff. That could have waited. Y'all could have done that after you picked up the baby.
Y'all could do that before. And first of all, I don't think Giannis should trust to be in that house with them because as far as I know, they be smoking, right? Number two, Z don't be paying no bills, so she may be coming to a house that may be like they may be evicted. Who knows, right? But the only way baby Troy is safe is if Troy is watching Z child with her at the same time.
Exactly.
Other than that, she is not gonna let Troy watch and take care of his baby. That's why I say the real demon is Z. Like Bianca, like she's just annoying, right? But Z, she's the real demon. Like I'm talking about that type of demon that's like get me on hots because I'm like the audacity of this woman to be over here talking about trying to make it seem like she's helping and basically being a person who cares about the relationship of Troy and baby Troy. But at the end of the day, I can't blame Z too much. I gotta blame the grown man. Troy, you ain't no man. You ain't no man to be influenced by this girl like this and for her to basically have a grip on your life like this. And the thing about it is, she's not even gonna let you go to Buffalo. That's really the kicker of it all. So all those times that you gotta catch a train to Buffalo and things like that, hopefully you got your walking shoes ready because you ain't gonna get no ride to no train station and you ain't gonna get no ride back from the train station.
Yeah, she's gonna start up an argument every single time it's time for you to see your daughter.
Exactly. So yeah.
Melissa and Louie.
Oh my goodness.
Louie is upset that Melissa let people influence her to get the ring appraised. The band doesn't have that 14K stamp, so she was concerned that there might be something illegal going on.
She don't even know nothing about that.
Right. His past keeps coming up, and he worked really hard for the ring, but they're fighting because she didn't believe him.
Okay.
So he's really frustrated.
It's frustrated, baby.
Frustrated with him. With her. She apologizes and they plan on working through their trust.
Listen here, man. Melissa, you know you ain't right. You let your friends influence you. So in that alone, I feel like this marriage is going to fail just off the strength of it's not going to be a tight bond between husband and wife. You are easily influenced. And Louie, you're just an idiot. To pay over $20,000 for a ring. Why?
Yeah.
You could easily pay for a ring and a wedding Like, get her a nice ring and get her a nice small wedding. But the funny thing about it is, you want all these expensive things, Melissa, right?
Right.
Just for when you do get it, your friends don't praise you for it, and now you don't even feel good about it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing nothing else for them. So I don't see it much for them. But it is what it is.
Yep. Moving on to Justine and Michael.
Oh my goodness.
They are preparing for baby Manhattan's first birthday.
Yeah.
Justine's mom and grandmother arrive, and tomorrow she has to be at the hospital at 5 a.m. to have the C-section for a new baby boy.
Nice.
Her mom is annoyed that Justine is pregnant. Michael said that he would get a vasectomy after Manhattan was born, and boom, a couple months later, she's pregnant again.
I'm a liar.
So I thought it was really cute when Michael said that Manhattan is the bridge that united both of the families together. And Michael is really grateful for his wife, for his kids, for their family, and for the new baby that's coming.
I like it too.
Justine would love to have people wait on her hand and foot, because her granny's talking about how, you know, it would have been nice if you kind of went through your full pregnancy and towards the end you got to get waited on, and Justine says like, oh, I would have loved that.
Yeah, but you wanted to hide it from everybody.
Yeah, and then the mom says, well, you know, you still have 9 kids, so even after you get back, you're not going to be able to just chill. And the mom asks her, what are the risks? What did they talk to you about? Pretty much bleeding and not coming home. Both Kylie and Michael would care for the kids, and the mom tells her, look, I have no intentions for Kylie quitting school.
Stop right there. Right? Justine talking about your intentions is not my concern. Basically, like, that's not your daughter.
Yeah.
For some reason, because she had Kylie in high school, this is a situation where I felt like the grandmother helped raise that child more than Justine.
I feel like the grandma probably acted as a second parent to
or
Kylie.
Maybe the first parent.
Probably.
And Justine didn't become a parent to Kylie until she became of age. And basically was like, hey, I raised this kid until you was able to get yourself together. Now that you need to go in college or high school, wherever Justine went. But I feel like in some ways Kylie be talking to her grandmother as if that's her mom.
I can totally believe that.
Because it's like it's just the fact that they kind of repeated the same thing in different ways from different perspectives. Kylie is speaking from a place of like, I'm in school, I'm doing my thing, boom, 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 and I can see the grandmother being like, don't be like your mama. You get what I'm saying? And I can see the mother talking about, oh no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
As if it's like Kylie is the only beacon of light in this family. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on Justine basically saying like, that's none of your concern, mama, like that's the decision that we came up with?
Oh man, Justine, I wasn't a fan of that.
No.
Justine, I feel like needs to allow Kylie to be at this stage in her life without any type of responsibilities of her siblings or children or anything like that. And if Kylie wasn't the one to have the children, I don't think it should be her responsibility to take on the burden of caring for them. I think that, of course, if something happened to her mom, she would definitely be there for her siblings, but she needs to have a fair shot at life without being weighed down in a sense. And there's no talking to Justine. I feel like her mom is just exasperated because you can't tell Justine anything.
You really can't.
And Justine, because Kylie's her daughter, she's like, look, this is my family. This is my daughter. This is the decision that I made. But even Michael said, I want to take care of our kids. Like, I don't want to put that responsibility on Kylie. But Justine's going to do what she wants to do at the end of the day.
But Michael can't take care of all his kids.
Yeah.
He's not even surrounded with all his kids right now. So it's like, and I'm not saying that as Michael is a bad father. I'm saying it as Michael, you have created a circumstance to where you got kids on the East Coast, and now you go take care of all these other kids and a newborn. You ain't gonna work. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the mom says hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Yeah.
Justine feels like she's never good enough. She just wants her mother's support. And we do learn that the mom was an ICU nurse for a long time. So the mom says, look, I've seen a lot. I'm not going to worry until it's time to worry.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? Here's a little bit of my personality. Tears don't move me, right? It really don't. And people can look at this situation with Justine and be like, oh my goodness, we're in therapy, and she's over here like, I just want to make my mama proud, and she's never proud of me, and she's crying there, and she's doing this woe is me act, man, and my whole point is the mother probably told you not to do this. The mother says she's been in the ICU trauma unit, so she's seen worse than this, if not everything, and you think you know everything. And because you are about to go down a path that you forged for yourself, you want me to be happy just following you because you're my daughter. No, you're my adult daughter. You're my adult dummy. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm going to try to stop saying you get what I'm saying after these sentences, but it's just part of me. But my whole point is she is telling Justine, you got these kids. It has nothing to do with me supporting you or you feeling like I'm not proud of you and things of that nature. It has everything to do with it's irresponsible for you to put the burden on Kylie. That's how stretched thin you are.
Yeah.
That's how irresponsible you are. That you don't even have the community. You don't even have the village. Throughout the pregnancy, you was hiding it and all these things. And then you want to cry here in a confessional talking about my mama's never proud of me. No, you just always been a dummy. So it's like, give me something to be proud of. And I understand people may be like, kids is always a blessing, and I understand that until they're not.
Okay.
like it's always a blessing until it's not. It's always good until it's not. It was all good just a week ago, but then you bleed out on the table because people like that. You see, people like this got me twisted, right? People like that will cry and talk about my mama don't support me, my mama don't love me, I always gotta fight for her approval. But they don't even take into account that if you die on that delivery table, what that would do to me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But no, only thing they think about is themselves. My mama don't like me. It's not about that.
Yeah.
It's like people care about you, and you don't know what your death would do to somebody else. Well, we already know what it would do to Michael.
Yeah.
We already know what it would do to Kylie.
Yeah.
But have you thought about the person that you want the approval of, what it would do to your mama, who's been taking care of you and your kids since you was a kid? You get what I'm saying? Like, no, that was the perfect place to say you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not after every part of the sentence. Right. You get what I'm saying? You say, I've said it again. And things of that nature.
Okay.
Okay.
So Justine had her baby. They did take her tubes out. Michael said he saw them take the tubes
out. Oh, yeah.
So they gone.
Matter of fact, put that in a Ziploc bag for me right there, okay?
So the whole family is at the hospital. They reflect over their relationship, Michael and Justine, and they have come a long way, and they have built a beautiful family and beautiful unit together.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that she had the baby now. Like, I say all that to say, I ain't saying that I hope something bad happened to her, but I'm like,
you need to make
you need to be accountable.
Decisions.
Yes,
thoughtful
you need
decisions.
to be accountable. It's not. Yeah. I never seen someone who takes accountability for their actions be like, my mama's never proud of me, my daddy's never proud of me, and things of that nature. It's like, yo, you have your own unit, you have your own life, and truth be told, your decisions affect other people. Once your decisions start affecting other people, then you need to grow up and be mature.
Yeah. And the thing is, when we talked about, or when Justine talked about the 3 pregnancies that she had and how her mom really was kind of a hindrance when it came to the deliveries and all of those situations. Yes, the mom should have drove her to the hospital, but
that was wild. I ain't gonna hold you.
But it's also wild that you getting pregnant and you ain't got no way to get to the hospital.
Wow. Mama still should have drove her. That's crazy.
She still should have drove her. But the thing is, the mom was like, okay, you had 1 baby. Now you got 2.
Now you got 3.
Now you got 3. When are you gonna stop? But moving on.
She still should have drove her to the hospital. I totally forgot about that part.
Yeah, she still should have drove her to the hospital. But the thing is, Mama was up to here with her.
I understand
what's going on with all these babies in my house.
Yeah, I understand that. But next time, drive her to the hospital and say, I ain't coming in. But drive her to the hospital.
Right. We got Britney and Key Rock.
Make sure you say it right, Blair. Okay. Make sure you say it right, okay?
Well, hopefully it's the last time I got to say it. Okay.
Man, we hope, right?
So it's time for Britney to go back to Virginia. Her travel pass has run out. Her friend, she's on the phone with, saying that she needs to track him. And she says, don't worry about giving me any money. Just make sure you put your money towards your restitution and just get yourself together.
Yeah.
Britney is going to have her aunt come over once a week to check on Key Rock and to check on the place. And they're going to sleep on FaceTime, and they're both going to keep their locations on. I'm
not sleeping on FaceTime. That iPhone gets hot.
Yeah. He trusts Britney, but he doesn't trust her best friend.
Yeah.
He is concerned that Britney's friend might convince her to start doing stupid stuff like drinking, being out at the club, and getting her into situations she don't need to be in.
Is that what the best friend said?
The friend said, like, we're going to go out, we're going to hang out and all that type of stuff. But she also did tell her to, get your money up and everything.
But how is she going to get her money up if she don't want to work? Yeah. She want to babysit and do nails, right? If you're not paying rent or you don't have to pay rent and you out with this best friend who, by the way, that Blair reminded me while we was watching that, like, you wasn't really a fan of me marrying this guy. I do feel some type of way of the way the best friend was talking on FaceTime as if I'm not in the room. You get what I'm saying? So it's like Key Rock needs to understand that, hey, you got me to this point. You got me to Houston.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send you back on your way.
Yeah. Because
you don't want to work. Because really what she's doing is she's waiting for him to fund that.
Exactly. She wants him to pay her restitution.
Yes. And at the end of the day, I already paid my restitution to society. You get, so it's like it's funny how someone can really hold you back. And truth be told, in this situation, as we're going to hear about the ending of this relationship and the endings of these other people's relationships, I can't even say that she held him back. Some people just choose to go back. You get what I'm saying? Literally choose to go back.
Yeah, so Key Rock says, nobody back home is going to snatch her up. Apparently, he did cheat on her at one point, and they had broken up. Key Rock says that they were new in their relationship. It was probably like 2 months into the relationship, but he was still wrong.
Yeah.
Britney is leaving to go back to Virginia. His mom tells Britney, if you get denied again, we're all going to go back to the Virginia.
Wait a minute,
and
mama.
Key Rock says, ho, ho, ho. That would not be smart for me.
No, it wouldn't.
I got my job. I got this apartment in my name. He's getting his credit together, and he does not want to give all of this up. The mom tells her that we are a family, and Britney tells the mom, you need to come in and check on him too. Britney just want eyes to be on Key Rock.
Wait a minute. We was a family when y'all left us in Virginia. When, like, I told you that I got denied, mama.
Right.
Your son, when I got denied, you started fussing at me and said, well, I'm going to Houston. Right? Now, when my baby get denied, now we're moving back. You're my daughter? Okay, I guess.
Yeah, she's not the daughter. She didn't get married. So
whole time she said no to get married.
Yep. So she has $10,000 to pay off for restitution. Key Rock doesn't know how long she will be gone. He sacrificed for her, stayed in Coffee's place, and paid some of her court fines. He would have put a lot more, or she should have put a lot more money aside. And he says he would have done that if it was him. Key Rock says that he is ready for her to handle what she needs to do so she can get back.
Oh, listen here. Hopefully y'all are proud of how we said y'all cousin's name right this time, okay? Key Rock. It took us all these episodes to say it.
I knew how to say it.
Well, I ain't. I was following my wife.
I was talking fast.
Okay. I was following my wife.
Yeah.
Right? Kerok.
Okay.
It sounds better that way. Key Rock just sounds too, I got to put too much emphasis on the key. It's too much for me. Kerok.
Okay. So we've got Kimberly and Joey.
Okay. Now listen here. I understand you got a lot of notes, but get to the part that you are actually happy about.
All right, well, let me say it.
Okay.
Joey's not the father.
That's it.
She was pregnant when she and Joey started dating and didn't know. Tatum recommends that maybe Joey can live with his mom after he gets home from rehab.
Yeah.
But Kim says, nah, that's not going to work out. He's going to come back here.
Yeah, and everything else, I don't care about them.
Yeah.
Like that, all of that just for us not to have a good payoff, in my opinion.
Right. Well, Kim told Joey that he is not the father. He's cool with it. He ain't worried about it.
No.
But she says that if he can't be sober, she doesn't want the kids to think that their dad is a screw up.
Yeah.
Joey's not the father. They have a daddy. Where the daddy at? They might already think their daddy is a screw up.
Who cares?
Moving on. So we see where everybody's at by the end of the episode. Kim got divorced. Officially.
Yeah.
Joey got out of rehab, living back with Kim. Tennie and Rob have not spoken to Rob's mom since filming ended. Baby Troy is back visiting Troy in Syracuse
because Z wasn't gonna let that man go up to Buffalo.
Bianca and Daniel moved to another apartment in Arizona.
Keep buying your time, Daniel.
And Key Rock moved to Virginia after Britney's parole was denied.
Kerok is an idiot. He like to move back to Virginia this is really the definition of, like, you're an anchor now. You need to be an equal contributor in your freedom.
Yeah.
I'm free. You get what I'm saying? Eyes free. Anything else on this series? Was this a good series for you?
I mean, it kept me entertained. I feel like there have been better seasons.
Yeah, I definitely felt like this was a mid-season.
Yeah, there have been better seasons, but I was entertained enough. I was just annoyed that it took this long to figure out that Joey wasn't the daddy. But,
I know, right?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Listen, we need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment. We will be back with Love During Lockup next week. I think this is a 52-week type of show where there won't be a week off from this show. Make sure y'all subscribe, and we see y'all next time.